See, what the crime bill did was it vilified black people. It did not vilify black gang members, black drug users, black drug dealers. It criminalized and vilified all of us. That's why Karen's on a rampage. Everyone was shocked by the Rodney King video when we were growing up. Now it's just commonplace, right? To see them killing us. How do we get to that? How do we get from being shocked about the Rodney King video, one black man being beat by white cops, to now it's just commonplace for everyone to see videos of black people being murdered by state-sanctioned violence? So this conversation is not gonna, oh, hey guys, what's up? What's up, Steelies? This conversation is not gonna be so much about the Clintons or the crime bill as it's going to be about the condition of the black community, I guess. It's being brought up a bit and, you know, put me in my feelings and triggered me a little bit. So I want to talk about that. You know, I've posted videos on here talking about my experience growing up in the crack cocaine epidemic of the 90s. And life was hard and life was tough. You know, I know people who grew up in Oakland and Compton on the West Coast. You know, I didn't grow up on the West Coast. I grew up on the East Coast. And in a pretty rough city, in a very rough area. There's this narrative that I see a lot from black people who I know didn't go through the crack cocaine epidemic, talking about I think a lot of you didn't live through the crack cocaine epidemic. It's a difference between you was poor in the hood and then you was one of the people in the hood where the crack cocaine epidemic was. They was selling dimes and nickel bags out of the house. Drug dealers was in the house, fighting, blood on the walls. So don't fucking tell me I don't know shit about the fucking crack cocaine epidemic. Because I lived through that. I survived that experience that America put onto black people. The ghetto is designed to fail. And there are no other communities in America like the ghettos. Once you get out of the ghetto, all the other communities look normal. And you people are thanking the Clinton crime bill for what? I saw somebody talking about they put out rec centers and foster homes. Did you ever go into a rec center or a foster home, bruh? The rec centers? The rec centers where they was tossing kids in the pool, knowing good and goddamn well we can't swim? Huh? Y'all thinking y'all local representatives for a fucking foosball machine? Do you know what the suburbs look like? I don't think y'all know what life is like in the suburbs and what the suburbs look like. To be sitting there talking about there's been any real progress because of that crime bill. I'm not gonna thank a politician, an elected official, a cop, nobody for doing their job. Nobody thanks me for doing my job. I get up and do it. Anybody thanking you for doing your job? Anybody thanking you for being on your feet 14 hours a day? I want more for black Americans than to simply parrot the talking points, whatever white ruling class they wish to imitate. Whether you're on the left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, I'm independent. I own my own masters, independent. Okay, I'm independent. The way that people who belong to these parties are indoctrinated it makes me want to gag. It's like, okay, so you took the kids, you did nothing for their parents. You threw the men in jail, you took the children from their mothers, and you placed them in foster homes in the hood with people who don't care about or respect black kids, who only consider a foster kid another mouth to feed. What a difference. What a difference. A kid would rather be home with their parent passed out, their parent, than in the house with a stranger who's passed out on legal substances. The hood is designed to fail. The ghettos are designed to fail. That's why you were placed there. I feel like a lot of y'all don't know y'all history. America set the ghettos up for black people. and made it almost impossible for us financially or socioeconomically to get out of them. And so that needs to change, period. I don't want to hear about a crime bill. I don't care. I don't care either way. I don't care. But why do y'all keep talking about it like the hood became Sesame Street? So the hood became Sesame Street after the crime bill? So it became Sesame Street after the crime bill? Okay. I can't. See, what the crime bill did was it vilified black people. It did not vilify black gang members, black drug users, black drug dealers. It criminalized and vilified all of us. That's why Karen's on a rampage. That's why Karen stays on a rampage while you sitting there talking about a crime bill. That shit was flawed, period. If you bring it up, that's the only context you need. Yeah, some people went to jail that needed to be in jail. Why do you have to beg a cop to arrest a drug dealer? Talking about something, we had to beg them. I don't know if you guys remember, but we begged them. We said, please. We marched and we asked them, please, arrest the drug dealers. Why? You don't have to beg them to arrest the white drug dealers. Have you heard of New York City? Do you know what New York City looked like in the 70s and 80s? When they turned all that wasn't all black people that made that city look like that. New York City is not all black people. The whole city was a fucking mess. And when they cleaned up Manhattan, you don't see the residents of Manhattan talking about thank God. And you know what? Anything that they want us to do now, we have to do it because they cleaned it up for us. They demanded that people do their job, that politicians do their job, that elected officials do their job, that the cops do their job. They were deliberately ignoring your communities, hoping that you would kill each other. And when that didn't happen, and you said, no, please, come on in. Now they're still there, right? Are they not still there? They're there right now. They're there right now. When y'all walk to the corner store, there's a cop. Cops everywhere, walking around, got their hands on their fucking guns. I'm out in these burbs, y'all. Ain't nobody bothering nobody out here. You might see one cop every now and then, and he ain't saying nothing to nobody. So now the gateway is open for your communities to be over-policed. And community, you really want to call the ghetto a community? Like I said, have you ever driven out of the ghetto? No other place in America looks like it. What are you thanking them for? My husband and I drove today to get some breakfast sandwiches from Wendy's. Okay? And passed by a bunch of people in our gated community, their entire family. My husband has to work. We have to work. We have to work to stay here. We can't just sit back and chill days off. My husband works hard every day. Most of the people in this gated community where we live, they're not working. I don't know how they can still be here, living here, right? A suburb within a suburb, but they are. They're not working. We see whole families just every day going to the park. Whole families, mom, dad, kids, grandma. They're not thanking politicians for shit. And so that's my point, is that y'all look pathetic doing that to me. Can you tell me how to get to, can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Since that's what the hood is now, apparently, because of the crime bill. Crime bill made the hood Sesame Street. Almost every black person I know disagrees with me. I know that black people like to live around black people. I get that. I like to live around black people. I purposely, the last place we lived, I was like, it has to be black people. We moved into a luxury apartment building with black people. The employees were black and they didn't know how to act. They didn't know how to act. They was bending over fucking whatever Samuel L. Jackson's character from the Django Unchained was. They was acting like that for the white residents, and then for the black residents, they be giving you attitudes. Sitting down, concierge, you a concierge, open the door. Wouldn't open the door. I'm not putting up with that shit. So we left. But the point is, I get that other black people want to live around black people and that they feel more comfortable with that. But if the prerequisite is, if black people are living amongst each other, white cops get to come in and over police and terrorize our people, that's a problem. That needs to be shut down. Not sitting there thanking God for the crime bill. Like I said, most black people I know don't agree with me, and that's fine. I know a lot of black people who are first or second generation here in America, right? So we have a different story and we have a different political agenda because of that. Because a lot of those people still have their families, right? As a black American, I don't have a family. My family was destroyed, and I know I didn't do it. Family was destroyed, and I know I didn't do it. Destroyed by the systems set in place to keep us second-class citizens in America. If you don't mind being a second-class citizen in America, then good for you. I know, like I said, I know a lot of people that, you know, their parents are coming from countries where life is hard, and so they're thankful to be here and be able to make money. I get that. Y'all here with y'all parents, y'all here with y'all family, y'all on a different tip. I got the spirit of the ancestors within me. I'm at a different place. You see what I'm saying? And so my people have been here hundreds of years. I'm not gonna just willy-nilly do what my oppressor keeps telling me to do. I'm not, period. So we have a different agenda, and that's fine. That should be respected, right? If I moved to a country where the native black people there had a different agenda, I wouldn't be judging them. I wouldn't be feeling like, oh, I got this. And the way that people be on Twitter talking about some black Americans are so annoying. Like, why are you here in a country and you feel annoyed by the native people? Go somewhere with that. So I understand that for those people, you know, they see two options and they're gonna pick the less of evil. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, period. Give me what I deserve. You're gonna give me what I'm demanding and give me what I deserve because you're an elected official and that's your job. Or you ain't gonna get shit from me. And that's where me and my ancestors are today. The ancestors have spoken. So sorry, it didn't turn to Sesame Street. It's still the worst place in America. The ghettos of America are the worst places in America. Yeah, I mean, okay. I can't deal with that shit. And then you want to talk about they were doing drugs. What should they have been doing in the ghettos? What do they do in the ghettos in any country? What should they have been doing in the ghettos? Building a second Black Wall Street? They should have been doing that, huh? And then the white man would have came from New York and would be trading with him in the hood. And this is coming from someone who grew up. I know what a crack pipe is. I know how it's built and constructed. I know what it looks like. Nickel bags, dime bags, cops in and out, violence, all of that. And I'm telling you, I deserve better. I know I deserve better. And it don't take a Clinton crime bill, a nada, for me to have known that. It didn't take nothing for me to know at 5 years old when I saw that crazy chaos around me. That's not about to be my life. So to be like, but they gave us foosball tables. That foosball table, if it wasn't for that foosball table kept me off the streets. It saved my life. God damn. All that in the foosball table. Well, goddamn. We deserve better. We deserve what the rest of America has. That's what Black communities deserve, to be real communities with homes, grass, and not being over-policed. Everyone was shocked by the Rodney King video when we were growing up. Now it's just commonplace, right? To see them killing us. How do we get to that? How do we get from being shocked about the Rodney King video, one Black man being beat by white cops, to now it's just commonplace for everyone to see? videos of black people being murdered by state-sanctioned violence. How do we get there? Because of the crime bill? Because of all the people that helped you? The people that saved your life with the crime bill are worth $100 million. What's the hood worth? What's the average net worth for the average black American? You don't want more? Okay, fine. It's what it is. I'm just putting the shit out there. That crime bill was severely flawed. And it was designed to be that way. Black people deserve black communities, not the ghettos. And that's what we need to be demanding. When you go to the store, you should be able to walk outside and it's beautiful and it's not 5 cops sitting there with the gun on their head and the hand on the gun. We living in fear. All right, came out swinging. But you know, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. These Beckys, these Karens, they out of control. I call them the conductors of the school to prison pipeline. They're the ones in the schools. They're the ones running the nonprofits. They're the ones lining their pockets and filling up their resumes and getting clout and getting status, allegedly helping you. But yet, you grew up in the hood, you still live in the hood, and they've never been in the hood. Y'all go to college, 4 years in undergrad, and you still have to go back to the hood. They don't have to. That's normal. That's a life that you're just supposed to be like, yay! Oh, I couldn't accept it, and that's why I didn't. So, oh shit, this video getting long. I gotta go. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me your comments below. Be respectful, or your comment won't get posted. I don't play games over here. See you next time.